So I'm going to talk through the Off-Grid Tools Survival Companion Pro. This is Survival Multi-Tool. I'm a little bit dubious. 21 features straight away says to me that there's probably quite a few on here that are gimmicks, which is one of the things that drives me nuts about survival tools. So let's open it up, let's have a look at it and see what it says. So looking on the back here, the main features, there's 21 of them. I can see straight away probably half a dozen of those. In fact, probably 10 of those are pretty pointless and not something that I'd want to use. So let's go through them. So it's made of aluminium. It looks like a fairly robust tool actually, in its defence. There's a compass at the top end, and just looking at this, let's see how accurate this is. 25 past 12 and it's saying it's south, so that's probably fairly accurate actually. So that's good. The compass seems to be accurate and work. It is small though, so I would only use this as a rough guide as to where you're heading. So there are a few parts on here that I think are pretty pointless. First, thermometer. You generally know if you're hot or cold, and I'm not sure how accurate that is. It's reading currently about 75. I would say it's probably closer to about 65. Hence why I'm wearing this, and I'm not particularly hot when I'm wearing it. There are two rods. These are the main parts to it. One of them made of magnesium, and you've got the other one that's made of ferrocium. So the magnesium, you shave that off when you're trying to light a fire, and that gives it a bit of intensity. And then the ferrocium one, this is designed for, you run your knife down and you get sparks, and that's how you can light a fire with it. So those are two really good features, and something that definitely worthwhile. One other feature it does have, which is pretty good, is a whistle. Always do with a whistle when you're out and about. Has a reflective strip here, so if anyone's shining torches on you, they can see that. And it also has a small mirror here, so you could signal if someone, if you are stuck in the middle of nowhere, at least give you some sort of indication for people that are looking for you. One other feature it does have, just in the top here, I don't know if you can see that, is those grooves, and that's for sharpening a knife. Also has a small eyelet here, which you can put a lanyard through, which is helpful. And the reason the lanyard's helpful, so this is the belt clip, and it comes apart quite easily. Now this is one big worry that I have with this, and I'm not particularly keen on. This is going to come off quite easily when you've got this on your belt. It's only a small piece of metal. That lanyard, I think, is essential really, to loop that onto your belt. So if this does fall, at least it's going to dangle and you're not going to lose it. Now I said 21 features on this. I think I've probably counted, what, 6, 7? The majority of them are on this small piece of metal here. I think this is gimmicky. I don't think this adds anything. I think it's just a sales tool, if I'm honest. It's not really giving much. So if we chat through some of the features, I'll let you make your own mind up. So it's got a series of hex wrenches here. They're all fairly small. This metal isn't particularly thick, and it is close to the edge. I think if you use this for anything significant, it requires quite an amount of torque. I think that's going to break, and it's going to warp fairly quick. I don't think this is going to provide you any use whatsoever. It's also got a tin opener, which, yeah, that's fairly helpful. Small flat-headed screwdriver. It's got a small ruler, 1.5 inches long. No idea what you're going to measure with that. It's also got a tin opener, a bottle opener here, and it does have that flat edge for screwdriver. And one part that's really puzzling me is this rough edge here. Yeah, so that serrated edge achieves nothing. It's actually flush with the other side of the clip, which means you can't actually saw anything with it, because you can't go down into something, you can't create a groove, because the other side doesn't have a serrated edge. So yeah, wholly pointless. I don't think it's adding anything. In fact, I think it's detracting quite a lot from this tool, and it looks like it's not actually going on particularly well. It's, yeah, not impressed with that clip at all. Would I use this, and would I rate it highly? Out of 10, I'd probably give this 5, mainly because of the clip in the back and the fact that half the features just don't work, or they're no good. You know, 1.5 inch ruler, I don't know what you're going to measure with that. However, it is a fairly robust tool. It's made of aluminium, and it has got the ferrocium rod and the magnesium, which is really helpful actually if you're out and about. You need to have a bit of warmth from a fire. The reflective edge and the mirrored edge, they're not the biggest, but you know what, it might just be something that get you out of strife. And having the compass, that'd be something that'd be handy should you break your main compass. It'll give you a rough sort of bearing where you need to be going and keep you out of trouble, hopefully. So 5 out of 10 for me. We'll give it a 10 out of 10. Fix this clip on the back for the belt. I don't think it's adding anything. In fact, I think that's hindering things quite a bit, and it means you're likely to lose this. yeah, I don't think I'd ever score this 10 out of 10 where it is, even if they got rid of that clip. I'd probably, maybe getting rid of the clip, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. For $25, I don't think it's particularly good value for money based on what they're selling it on, which is 21 features, when actually you've probably only got half a dozen that are actually worthwhile. However, there is another version of this. There is a slightly cheaper version at $18. Have a look at them. Go to offgridtools.com. There's a link below. Have a look, see what you think, because this might actually be something that'll be worthwhile for you. If you're happy putting a lanyard on there, then this is probably the tool for you. So please comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me have your own thoughts on this tool or any other multi-tools that you've used and what you think would be useful features.